Urgent Chicago Bears fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Chicago Bears updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Bears fans, get ready because today we're diving deep into a story that could very well shape the upcoming season for your beloved team. It's something that's been buzzing around the NFL circles for a while now, an intriguing possibility that might just change the running back situation in Chicago. And trust me, if you're a Bears supporter, you want to pay close attention because this could be a game changer. We're talking about potential moves, free agent signings, and what this all means for the team's offensive strategy moving forward. Now, let's set the scene. The Chicago Bears, as many of you know, have been trying to find that consistent, dynamic running back to complement Justin Fields and elevate their ground game. Over the last few seasons, the Bears have been searching for that elusive piece, someone who can not only run the ball effectively but also bring versatility, power, speed, and the ability to catch out of the backfield. They've had some moments, some flashes of promise, but the question has always been, are they truly satisfied with their current options? Or are they actively looking for that game-changing veteran to lead their rushing attack? The answer, as of late, seems to be leaning toward the latter. The team's front office, led by GM Ryan Poles and head coach Matt Eberflus, has been reportedly eyeing the veteran free agent market, especially seasoned players who've proven they can handle a workload and bring a leadership presence. And among the names that have been floating around, there's one that's beginning to stand out, one that could potentially be the perfect fit for Chicago's needs. Now, most of you probably heard the whispers about Nick Chubb, the star running back from the Cleveland Browns. Chubb is an absolute beast, an elite talent, a consistent 1,000-yard rusher, and one of the best in the league when it comes to breaking tackles and making yards after contact. But, as with any high-profile player, the price tag and the competition for his signature are fierce. The Browns have made it clear they're not eager to let him go, and the injury risk associated with a player of Chubb's caliber always looms large. So, while fans hold on to hope that the Bears could make a splash for Chubb, the reality is that the team might also be exploring other options, especially those who might come at a more manageable cost and with less injury risk. And that's where this new name enters the picture, JK Dobbins, the former Baltimore Ravens star now in the spotlight as a potential target for the Bears. This isn't just some random rumor, it's a serious possibility, and it's been gaining traction among NFL insiders. During a recent panel discussion, NFL Network analyst Jeffrey Chadiha brought up Dobbins as a realistic landing spot for Chicago. He pointed out something very interesting: Dobbins could be that versatile, explosive back that the Bears need to shake things up on offense. Chadiha mentioned that Dobbins has a skill set similar to what the team's current offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, loves to utilize: speed, agility, and the ability to pick up tough yards. You see, Dobbins' story is quite remarkable. He was drafted in 2020 out of Ohio State, and early in his career, he looked like a future star. He was a dynamic runner with the Ravens, showing flashes of brilliance that made fans and analysts excited about his potential. But, unfortunately, his career was hampered by injuries, first a torn ACL in 2021 and then a ruptured Achilles in 2022. Those injuries kept him off the field for extended periods, casting doubt over his durability and long-term viability as a feature back. Yet, despite all that, Dobbins managed to bounce back remarkably well last season with the Los Angeles Chargers, showcasing his resilience and talent. In 2023, he returned as the lead back for the Chargers, carrying a career-high 195 times for 905 yards, an impressive feat considering the injury setbacks. He also scored 9 touchdowns, tying his career high, and maintained an efficient 4.6 yards per carry on average. Those numbers are eye-opening, especially given the context of his injuries. It's clear that when healthy, Dobbins is a difference-maker who can change the course of a game with his speed, vision, and power. Now, here's the kicker: Dobbins is a free agent, and teams are watching him closely. His injury history might scare some, but the talent and production he's shown recently prove that he still has the ability to be a top-tier back in the league. The question is whether the Bears see enough value in his upside to roll the dice and bring him in. According to reports, the Bears could potentially sign Dobbins to a one-year deal, giving them flexibility and the chance to evaluate him in their system. If he stays healthy and adapts quickly, he could turn into a long-term asset for Chicago. Think about this, the Bears already have a solid running back room with DeAndre Swift, who's shown flashes of brilliance, and rookies like Roscoe Johnson, who impressed in his rookie season. But adding a player like Dobbins could elevate the entire offense. Imagine the possibilities, Dobbins working behind a solid offensive line, running with purpose, catching passes out of the backfield, and keeping defenses honest. The potential for explosive plays, big runs, and even double-digit touchdowns is very real if he remains healthy. Of course, it's not all smooth sailing. Dobbins has missed time with injuries, and that's always a concern when signing a veteran coming off a serious injury. But the upside is undeniable. If he can stay on the field, the Bears' offense could become much more unpredictable, much more explosive, and frankly, much more dangerous. The team's coaching staff, especially Ben Johnson, would love to have a versatile back like Dobbins to implement in their creative offensive schemes. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, why not wait until training camp? Why make a move now? And that's a valid point. Teams often prefer to see how their roster shapes up during offseason workouts and training camp before making big moves. But in the NFL, timing is everything. If the Bears wait too long, Dobbins could get snapped up by another team, or worse, the opportunity to sign him might slip away entirely. Remember, the market for free agent running backs is always competitive, especially those with the talent to make an immediate impact. This brings us to the bigger picture. The Bears are at a crossroads with their running game. They need a player who can bring stability and explosiveness, someone who can take some pressure off fields and help control the game clock. Dobbins could be that guy, especially if he can stay healthy and regain that top form we saw early in his career. But it's not just about talent, it's also about smart roster management. The Bears have a good mix of young players and veterans, and adding a seasoned, talented back like Dobbins could be the perfect piece to push their offense into the next level. And let's not forget about the context of this potential signing. The NFC North is getting more competitive every year, with teams like the Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers, and Minnesota Vikings all making moves to improve. The Bears need to respond with a strong, balanced attack. A healthy Dobbins could provide that spark, making the offense more unpredictable and difficult for defenses to gameplan against. It's all about creating mismatches and keeping defenses on their heels. Now, I know some of you might be skeptical. Injuries are always a concern, and bringing in a player with a history of setbacks might seem risky. But the NFL is a league of risk and reward. The Bears have shown they're willing to take chances on players who have high upside. Just look at what they've done with rookies and young talent. Sometimes the gamble pays off, and sometimes it doesn't. But the potential reward of landing a player like Dobbins, who has proven he can produce when healthy, might just be worth the shot. Before I wrap up, I want to emphasize that this is all still in the realm of speculation. Nothing is set in stone yet. The Bears could very well decide to wait until training camp or even the preseason to see how their current backs perform and then make a move if necessary. But in this game, timing is everything, and the window to sign a player like Dobbins might not stay open forever. If he hits the market at the right time, and if the Bears see the right opportunity, I wouldn't be surprised if we see him donning the navy and orange before long. Ultimately, what all this boils down to is a team that's hungry to improve, eager to find that missing piece, and willing to explore all avenues to make this season a success. The Bears have a talented quarterback in Justin Fields, a solid defense led by stars like Roquan Smith and Jalen Johnson, and a coaching staff that's innovative and eager to push the team to new heights. Adding a running back like Dobbins could be the final piece that turns a good team into a playoff contender. So, Bears fans, what do you think? Is Dobbins the right fit? Do you believe the team should go all in and sign him now, or wait and see how things unfold during camp? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much, not just to us but to the future of this team. I'll be back soon with more updates, rumors, and analysis on everything Chicago Bears. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep the Bears spirit alive because this season could be one of the most exciting yet. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news.